because they go through a lot, but everything turns out good. It's just hard to remember everything. I was scared when she was ready to go home because she was so delicate, and the nurses and the doctors explained to us like how we needed to take care of her, and we just felt nervous that we were taking her home because she was on oxygen and a lot of medications, but they explained to us and they told us that everything was going to be okay, so we were more comfortable after they explained to us everything and showed us how to take care of her.
2 years after we got together, that's when my firstborn was born, Andrew Jr. We just thought that he was going to be the only one. I don't know what happened. It just got put into our heart to try for another baby. This little guy, he was a bit of a surprise on the day that he was born. We walked into just a checkup with Dr. Naval, just a regular checkup, you know, like every other time.
So they had to take me from the doctor's appointment in an ambulance to the hospital, and they gave me an emergency C-section within probably 3 hours after my doctor's appointment. It's hard to say, but I didn't even think a baby could survive that small. I thought that when they were giving me the C-section, I didn't think the baby was gonna survive. So I had no idea where they were gonna take him, or if he was even gonna be there, you know, after the operation. So I really didn't even know what a NICU was. I didn't know that babies could be born before their time. I didn't know that they could keep them alive. I didn't know any of that. One thing that I think really made it better for me was breastfeeding, and how much the hospital encouraged it and helped guide us towards it, because it really kept us there every 3 hours, and it kept our mind busy. You know, we had to go and take the milk and do all of that. And it really helped the baby grow really fast, so he didn't have any problems with the feeds, because it was something that it was the milk for him. And just staying together as a family, we were there every single day.
It really brought us closer. The advice I would give is, don't be afraid of change. I'm actually gonna pursue my career in art. So that's what happened when he went home. I wanted to be home, you know, so in case of anything, I'd just be right in the door, 2 seconds tops. So I actually built my shop outside and just went all for it. And now I've been an artist ever since he came home. I've been an artist, and it's been a blessing. So I would say, go with where it takes you. There's actually 3 pieces at the NICU. When he was born, and he's got all the
leads.
He's got all the leads and his little bears next to him. And then at 1 year, I went and took him another art piece. And then just recently, we went to the NICU and dropped off the 2-year mark.
Yes.
So, like I say, you know, until they get tired of my stuff and say, all right, don't bring no more, then I'm done. But it's been a blessing. I've made a career out of it.
Originally, they said I was due January 20th. Then they pushed it to 29th. And then by the time I got to the high-risk doctor, he said that I wasn't due until February or something. And I was like, no, there's no way. And so they, you know, it's just she wasn't growing like she was supposed to be.
There she was on the operating table. I was just kind of like, oh my God, what's going on, you know? And yeah, I held her hand the entire time, and they did the C-section and pulled her out, and she was tiny, super tiny.
I was the worst patient. I really was. Anytime they'd say we're gonna start her on a round of this, I'd be like, oh, okay, can you spell that? And what is that for? And I'd sit there and get on my phone and Google it, and you know, I mean, I talked to other parents, and I'd say things like intubation tube and blah blah blah, and they're like, what's that? What's that? And I'm like, educate yourself. Find out about these things, because we had no idea.
Yeah.
That you know, I mean, we vaguely knew what the March of Dimes did.
Yeah, I knew it was a fundraiser for something.
Yeah. You know, and the word NICU, we'd never even heard of it. But I mean, yeah, just educate yourself.
As far as advice, I'd just listen to the staff. Listen to the staff. They're there, you know, with your son and or daughter, you know, 24/7.
And they
so they know what's going on. So
they do amazing work. I don't think that I could. I really don't think that I could sit there and take care of sick babies like that. I mean, just looking at her the majority of the time was almost painful. You know, I mean, she's so tiny and she's got all these tubes and all these, and you know, she was fighting.
The day she was born.
They were like her fingers were like little matchsticks.
They were super small. And, you know, when you do skin to skin contact with babies, they love it, and it helps regulate their heartbeat. Yeah. It helps regulate their respiration. Temperature. Exactly, temperature. They said that they did studies where if a baby was feverish and they placed it on the mom's temperature would actually Hey, rude. The mom's temperature will actually lower to compensate. After a while, it was get up,
drop Willow off at school,
take the little one to school, and then come back, and 10 o'clock, time for kangaroo care. And that's basically where we just show up at the hospital and let her lay on us.
I must have taken like 10 pregnancy tests because I couldn't believe that we were pregnant. So I was really excited. We started with our pregnancy journey and everything was great. I went in for my regular pregnancy checkup, and night before I had already had concerns. She wasn't moving as much at night, and I was starting to get a really bad headache. And in the morning I woke up, but I was so exhausted that I didn't even think about. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go. But something nudged at me, you better go to the doctor. And thank God I did, because as soon as I walked in, they did my vitals and everything, and then immediately the doctor was like, you have to go to the hospital now. Then within a couple of hours, we called my husband. I was like, everything's fine. They said the baby looks great. We're doing okay. I don't think you're gonna have to get off of work. I'm probably gonna be sent home, bed rest, no worries.
Of course, hysterical already.
Oh my gosh. The support, the support system that they offer is, it's not even the number. It's just knowing we are here for you. It's constant. It's the constant, the hand on your shoulder, you're doing a great job, the praising, just being there. They're there at your beck and call. For anything. And because I was so nervous and I'd freak out. My poor husband at night was like, calm down, and she wasn't, I'd see her temperature a certain way and I'd go and run and grab them, and he'd be like, baby, calm down, but they never were not there. It was amazing. It was amazing how they just take care of you. The way they interact, they hold your child, the way they do everything, and you feel it when you leave. When we left, it was very emotional. We grew so attached to them, and to this day, I'm still blessed that we have such a great relationship with them, and I love them today. I do. I love them. It was like Genesis was one of theirs. They were like, oh my God, look at Genesis, and they'd be there, feeding her and burping her, and it was just, family. It really feels like that. It's just the sense of, just them being there 24/7. I can't even. It's like there's not even enough words to talk about how much they supported us.